Welcome to Family Friday. I continue with the wisdom from the book of Proverbs and how its insights can help you be a better person, spouse, parent, and in law. You should earmark Proverbs chapter 7 and read it at least once a month as a way of being alert to how foolishness tempts. The framework of this chapter is a message from a father that he's giving to his young sons to keep them away from fornication or adultery. However, don't let the framework cause you to miss how the chapter accurately describes the way that temptation works. Now, verses 1 through 5 reminds us of how important it is to have a close relationship with godly wisdom. Here's what it says: Say to wisdom, "You are my sister," and call insight your intimate friend, that they may keep you from the loose woman, literally strange woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. That's Proverbs chapter 7, verses 4 through 5. Now, again, the point is if you do not have an intimate relationship with how to apply the teachings of the Lord, then foolishness will smooth talk you into situations, temptations, decisions, sins, and consequences beyond your worst nightmares. The next couple of lines addresses the nativity or the innocence of those who do not walk according to wisdom. I observed among the youths a young man without sense passing along the street near her corner, that is, the loose or strange woman, taking the road to her house in the twilight, in the evening, at the time of night and darkness. That line reminds me of a friend who once said, "Nothing good happens between 1 and 4 a.m." Certainly, there are places, situations, and times we should not be exploring. Just as Eve was evidently too close to the tree of the knowledge of good and evil so that she could kind of look at it, we too can get too close to the scenes of evil. And when that happens, nothing good will take place. Now, verses 9 through 13 describes the tempter. And here's what it says: A woman comes towards him decked out like a prostitute with hidden intent. She's loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, and at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him, kisses him. Now, because we are in the wrong place at the wrong time, the tempter often captures our attention. Even though there are plenty of signs to say, "Run!" the tempter will catch us. Now, verses 13 through 21 describes the smooth talk of the adulterous woman, in which she invites the young man to her house for food, for partying, and great sex, with the stipulation there'll be no consequences. And she seductively pretends that the young man is special. For she says, "So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you." If only the youth had stayed true to wisdom, he would realize that the woman would take any man that she'd got the attention of. But she made this guy feel special. And unfortunately, right away, he follows her and goes like an ox to the slaughter. That's how the message goes. And bounds like a stag toward the trap until an arrow pierces its entrails. He's like a bird rushing into a snare, not knowing that it will cost him his life. That's verses 22 through 23. So the father in chapter 7 concludes his message to his sons in verses 25 through 27. Do not let your hearts turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths. For many are those she has laid low, and numerous are her victims. Her house is the way to Shiloh, that is the way of death, going down to the chambers of death. So, when tempted with an affair, read Proverbs 7. When you start thinking you must have more stuff, more power, receive more appreciation and accolades, read Proverbs 7. The tempter knows when and where to strike. Do not allow dissatisfaction to mislead you into vulnerabilities. Wisdom teaches us that God's already given us all we need. So learn to be effective and thriving and satisfied with what you have. Until next time, read Proverbs 7. Read it slowly, reflectively, and above all, avoid the tempter.